Beatrice Elachi is a full member of this House. She's not a half member such that when she's already given an opportunity, you want to override that opportunity for you to be given an opportunity. Go ahead, Beatrice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my supplementary question now goes to the CS on a matter that is in Kajiado, a land reference 462, a parcel of land that was taken by Kenya Railways when they were doing the standard gauge railway. This is land for old women who live in the Dagoretti North. They have gone through a very hard process, Mr. Speaker, and I would wish the CS to now undertake that the registrar in Ngong knows about this issue. He has taken these women for the last 3 years, going around until they went to court. They have won in court in Kajiado. They have come back to Railways, and now Railways is telling them they have to go back again to the registrar in Ngong, who at this moment, we can't even find him or even the file.
For Nyando, you can ask your supplementary questions so that the minister can answer a number of supplementary questions at the same time. Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you very much. From the outset, Honorable Kaluma did ask why there is a slow pace of issuance of title deeds within the Nyanza region, Honorable Speaker, and that has not been answered too. But my supplementary question, Honorable Speaker, in the month of February, Awasi Lands Registry offices got banned by, I don't know, during a weekend, Honorable Speaker. Whereas there has been an undertaking by the Cabinet Secretary, and of course he has put that in the Gazette notice, that reconstruction of documents will be undertaken within the next few days. And this will continue, I think, for about a year or two. We also need to know the progress of investigations that are being carried out, Honorable Speaker. Otherwise, the thugs, as I would call them, will remain complicit, because this is not the first time that is happening, Honorable Speaker. Whereas that falls under the purview of investigative agencies, Honorable Speaker, the consumers of this information from the DCI or whoever will be the Ministry of Lands, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, it behoves all of us to know the levels of investigations that have been carried out. And finally, Honorable Speaker, I would want to know whether those who donated land for the Korusoin Dam have fully been compensated. How I wish he knew the levels of where this dam is. He would have been the right person to answer. But about compensation is very key to the people who gave out their land, of course, to a project that has never taken shape. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I wish to, in all wisdom, bring to all your attentions when the minister is asked specific questions, but the House then has the leeway of asking everything under the sun as far as land is concerned from their own constituents or from the country. You can't possibly expect the minister to have imagined all those things and taken them into considerations. So when he gives an undertaking, and when I last knew in this thing, the rules were very specific. When he gives an undertaking that he's going to come with these answers at a later date, I think you must respect that what you call position on them and that wisdom, because they're going out of the way. They're not telling you that you have not asked that question, you want us to answer that question, put it again as a question. Ordinarily, that used to be the case when I was here in the last, under the old dispensation. And here it says, the Speaker may permit the member who raised a question to ask a maximum of 2 supplementary questions that are related to the original question. Okay, you could say they all relate to lands. And then it goes further and says, permit a member other than the member who asked a question to ask a further supplementary question that relates to the original question. Direct the Cabinet Secretary to provide additional information or further reply to a question or supplementary questions to the relevant committee of the House. Defer the question to a different time. And I think the way we are going right now is both an intense generosity from the minister and an intense, what do you call, engagement from the House, which is very, very good and very healthy. But when he gives you an undertaking that, look, this was not in your original question, but I'll go back, do the homework, get the information back, and come and give it again, I think you should accept it. And the minister, on the part of the minister, remember every undertaking you give in here, you owe this House that answer. The Honorable, another supplementary question from the Honorable Kaluma Peter. Give him the mic, please. Yes.
Yes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, mine is not a supplementary, but to salute your directions to the House based on